What is going on, everyone? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm just enjoying my Saturday morning here at the park. It is nice and sunny and not too hot, so just chilling here. I wanted to share something with you guys. I know somebody out there might need benefit from listening to what I'm about to say. Uh, I've been praying, asking God to help me with my anxiety, and a thought hit me last night like a ton of bricks. Stop comparing yourselves to others. Easier said than done, but when that hit my mind, I was able to breathe, man. I was able to really take in a deep breath and relax. And I realized a lot of my anxiety is coming from trying to compare my life to others, and it's normal human behavior, and it's not necessarily a bad thing because when you're a kid, you learn what's normal by watching others. Okay? You know where to go when you're hungry. You know where to use the restroom. Why? Because you watch others do it. But as an adult, unfortunately, it's still ingrained in us, and it's not as strong as you get older. Folks in retirement homes really don't give a rip about what other people think of them. But as a young adult, you might still find yourself struggling with that. I gave up social media about 6, 7 years ago, and I had no looking back, no regrets. But if I were to log into social media again and find my old classmates, I'd find out that most of them, or at least half of them, probably either married or getting married. And you might think, oh, that doesn't affect me. It's just, I'm aware of that, and I don't want to compare my life to others, but inevitably, you're going to, even if it's at a subconscious level. And I'm glad I got rid of that stuff, but it goes to show, we're so pressured by seeing others do something that we think, okay, I got to do this because this is normal. I'm trying to fit in. I'm trying to be just like everyone else. But here's the problem. Let's say a lot of those folks were easily influenced by their classmates or former classmates and decided to get married. It's a dangerous game they're playing because statistically speaking, half of them are going to end up in divorce. And that's just statistically speaking, man. Because statistics also, well, let's not even go there. I don't want to get in trouble. But half of them may end up in divorce, and they might get remarried. So they're going to have their exes, and then they're going to have their kids, and it's just going to me, it's just a life that I prefer not to live. And everybody's got their own journey, man. This is not a marathon to see who can get there first. This is not a race. Life is not a race. It's a journey. And everybody's journey is different. You spent your entire lifetime learning you and learning your strengths and learning your weaknesses. And learning how quick it can get from point A to point B and how your mind works. I'm saying? Nobody else has done that. Nobody else knows the struggles that you've been through. They might look at your life and think this is easy, I wish I had it. But you don't know, man. You don't know what other folks have been through. It's easy to judge somebody and think that they lived an easy life, and you really don't know their backstory. I've done it. I'm guilty of doing that. You think you meet someone, you think you know what they're all about, and then you realize, man, that person's been through stuff, man. That person's had it hard. So, yeah, quit compare your life to others, man. It's not easy. Easier said than done. But man, if there's anything that could help alleviate anxiety, it's just stop. Just take a minute and stop. Just stop it, Stop judging others. Stop, scaling your life to others and thinking, man, I'm better than them, or they're better than me. They're better off than me. Who's more normal? Like, nah, dude. Everybody's got their own journey. Everybody's got their quirks. Everybody's got their weird things going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? The face that you see in public is not the face that they have in their home when they're alone. Or when they're with their family. It's so easy to fake it. But man, just walk your journey, man. One step at a time. 'Cause nobody's rushing to end it. You know what I'm saying? No, this is not a race. Nobody's rushing to get to the end. We want to be in this journey as long as possible. And it doesn't end until our life ends. You know, you're still learning. At 60, you're still learning. At 70, you're still learning. At 80, you're still learning. You're learning new ways to take care of yourself and take care of your body. It doesn't stop. So keep walking, and God bless. Bye-bye.